Buongiorno friends, welcome to Milan. We are here in our first ever design week here in Milan. We just landed, the sun is out, and we have our walking shoes on because we have a packed full itinerary for the next 4 days.
So you might be wondering, what exactly is Design Week? We were wondering if the same thing ourselves. Some people call it Design Week, some people call it Salone. Are they one and the same? Are they different? So we're gonna take you along with us. We're gonna be drinking lots of coffees, we're gonna be drinking lots of aperitivos, but we're also gonna see lots of really cool design. We're gonna go to the big shows, the small shows, and everything in between.
And we're taking you guys with us, so hopefully you enjoy this video. Let's jump into it. Okay, day one. So we are in the town of Redo, and today we are heading to Alcova. And basically this town is shut down into like 4 different areas that you can go and explore all of these exhibits.
So we're going to the first one right now. It is in an old villa, and they totally transform it, and there's all these amazing design exhibitions. So we're super excited to get started.
So day one in the books, we're kind of exhausted, but it was exhilarating and it's just such an experience. So what we did is we took about a 25-minute train ride from the center of Milan out into this small town. And the town is called Brownstone, I forgot already. And the town is set up really for Design Week. They had 4 different exhibits in different areas. The first stop we did was my personal favorite. It was in this villa.
It's called Villa Versace, and it is beautiful. It is from the 18th century, gorgeous grounds. And what I love the most about it is they don't change a lot of it. You really get the sense of the space that you're in, and then they move in these beautiful exhibitions. We actually met some people from Brooklyn and New York that now we're friends with and gonna go home and see, and they're exhibiting here as well. And we got so inspired by some of the furniture and the items that we saw.
So some of my favorite pieces were the sculptures that we saw, but also the light fixtures. There were designers from all over the world. The Peruvian ladies, I loved watching them sew. It was just really inspiring. Everything was really set up as an art installment.
And then we walked down the street. So the second stop is called Villa Borani. And that was a little bit more of a modern villa. And they had a lot of really beautiful furniture there as well. We saw a Parisian designer that loved the chairs, or actually got all their information. We're hoping they can ship to the States. And everything was really great there. And it was a much smaller exhibit, so it was very doable.
And then third and fourth, definitely smaller exhibits. The fourth one was really cool. Almost reminded me of like a Stranger Things type mood. You walk in this huge exhibit, lot of open space, but you really were then allowed to focus on everything they were displaying, and some of the tile ceramics were gorgeous.
And it was just a really beautiful setting in this old factory, seeing all this modern design. Very, very cool. And the last stop that we did was an old greenhouse where they used to grow orchard. It was the largest white orchid farm in Europe. And now they do these beautiful exhibits, and one of them is called Ghost Orchid. And that was amazing because they really gave you the sense of these beautiful orchids that were in this space. And now it's this very rundown greenhouse. And again, they didn't do a lot with it. So you really get a sense of, what the space has become.
I love that all four were different environments, different moods, and really has us pumped to see the rest of the festival this week.
We're back at our Airbnb. We're in between events right now, but there's so much going on during Design Week in Milan. There's Alcova and there's Salone, which are the two bigger shows, but all over Milan, there's events to go to. There's exhibits and displays and all kinds of amazing things. A lot of them are in like really amazing villas that you get to explore as well while you're looking at beautiful furniture. But we are just getting ready. We're gonna go out to a couple more events.
Yeah, so today, highlights for me were definitely Benny Rugs. It was so beautiful. It was our collaboration with Studio Co. Colin King styled the entire display. It was gorgeous. But then it was in this villa. So we were going in and out of all these rooms, different lights that we were seeing that were really beautiful, art, glass. Today, there was a lot of glass, handmade glassware. It was absolutely beautiful, but I really love that it's kind of at your own pace. So if you want to go hard and go at everything, you can. But if you also want to enjoy the slow Italian lifestyle, you can absolutely have some cafes, go in and out of all these showrooms.
We have had so many coffees and espressos and cappuccinos and aperitivos, and it's amazing. You get your olives and your snacks every time you order an Aperol Spritz. So there's definitely, like, it's, even though there's a lot to do and a lot to see and you can really keep yourself busy, there's a lot of breaks as well and a lot of fun things to do.
So this is our Airbnb. We're staying right up here. We're just here to refresh a little bit. We're gonna have an aperitif with our friend Mallory, also in Brooklyn. So oddly, we're meeting all these New Yorkers and hanging out with them here, which is really nice because we don't really have the time in New York. So we're gonna freshen up, aperitivo, events tonight with Calico and Dadar, which we're really excited for. And we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big show house. Apparently it's 10 Javits centers put together. So definitely gonna put our walking shoes and explore Salone. Hey guys, we are here at Salone and it is insane. So many people from around the world. It is the lighting exhibit, so we're gonna go in and just kind of tour the space and see what's going on.
So we just finished our entire day here at Salone. It is crazy. It is so big. There's like 24 enormous halls, and I think we did probably like a quarter of them. And it is literally all we can handle in the day.
So we left Milan around 8:30 a.m. We took a 30-minute train all the way here to the showing of Salone. And it's like 10 Javits centers. We attempted to do as much as we can, but the really cool thing is that this year they were highlighting lighting and furniture. I think for Barry and I, our favorites were definitely the light shows. Some really beautiful, incredibly designed lights from all over the world. The Italian lights really showed up. A lot of glass we were seeing, a lot of stained glass, a lot of colored glass, which is really cool.
And we saw a lot of brands that we know. found a lot of new brands that we can't wait to work with. There's some that we have seen online, but we haven't had a chance to see the lights in person. So that was really great. And we've run into so many people from New York here. It's actually kind of unbelievable to just randomly run into someone in Milan
So cool.
from New York, but it's great.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people don't even come to Salone, but we're really grateful we did. It is overwhelming. However, just the showings here, and you could tell that the care and the attention that all of these designers, all these companies from around the world were putting in. The booths were interior design
crazy.
themselves. It was just incredible how they designed their booths.
So Design Week in Milan is amazing. There's so many things happening in the city. Salone is only really one part of it. It's a huge part of it, but there's so much other stuff happening. Like Jordan said, some people don't even come to Salone. They just hang out in Milan for Design Week the whole time.
And other people we were talking to, some reps here, don't even go to the other events. So it's really interesting. And the girl I spoke to at BC Lighting told me that this is her 13th year coming, and she hasn't even made it to every single hall, seeing all of the displays. So even though we're only here for 3 days, some people are here for the entire week and just spend it at Salone and don't even see everything that's on display.
So we're wrapped up here. We're headed back to Milan, and we have 6 events to go to tonight. So fingers crossed, and we'll keep you posted on that.
All right, friends, so we are heading to the airport back to New York City. We must go. All good things do come to an end.
This was amazing though. We really, really loved Design Week. My favorite thing was definitely Alcova. It was so beautiful, it was so inspirational, and the setting and the villa outside of Milan was just stunning.
Yeah, that was absolutely gorgeous. My favorite thing was just seeing all the different exhibits with all the designers and all the businesses showcasing this beautiful work of art. It truly left me inspired. I am excited to get back to New York and get to work, but I'm already looking forward to being at Milan Design Week next year.
We will be back.
All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed this journey and this vlog going around Milan Design Week. We definitely have a better understanding and hope you now do too. We'll see you next year here at Milan, and we'll see you on the next video. Ciao, tutto bene.